Jar Jar Binks, okay, is not the bumbling idiot that you may think he is. He is a ruthless and cunning Sith Lord. Wait, is my face, like, 'cause I was shaving myself and I got cut? Is my face okay?
You have a little red dot right under your lip. But
Oh,
besides that, it looks fine.
I don't look horrible on the camera.
Yeah.
You're so
Good.
funny.
We're shooting 1080p, not 4K.
So Jesse, you were
Interesting.
you were recently married,
Oh, yeah.
and your lovely wife is sitting here in the studio with us.
Yep, she's over there off camera, though.
Nice.
Hi.
Hi, Amanda. I just wanted to know, like, how was it that you two met?
We met online,
Nice.
and then there's this place called Coffee Meets Bagel, but there's not really much information on the account. So we actually found each other as well on OkCupid.
Nice.
And so, we were able to look at each other's profiles and see all the questions that they ask and such, That's how actually we found out more information about each other before we even met, because we found each other on there.
Okay.
And then, we were on the first day, and then another day, and then more, and here we are.
Nice. And then you guys eloped to Vegas.
Yes. Exactly what happened, yeah.
That's smart. Like whenever people tell me, oh yeah, I'm spending $5,000 on my wedding. Oh nope, we're spending $6,000. Wait, we're actually spending $15,000.
Yeah, yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well, see, that's nothing. Okay, cause see, we got married and everything, and we said, okay, we do want to have a ceremony and such, when we have the opportunity to do it, and money and such, but we wanted to be married already.
Of course.
And so we did that, and we said we'll take our time planning everything. So we are doing the ceremony, and nothing too expensive, still kind of on budget, but we're still having everybody there and everything. The person that we went to go see regarding the hall, it's a modest hall, not too expensive. That he runs for the city in Moreno Valley. Now he's having a wedding in Laguna Beach or something like that. Okay, and he was saying that his fiance's family is spending like $15,000 or $20,000 or some large number on the wedding, on the hall, on the dress and everything like that. And then and we're just here listening. It's like, oh my goodness, like, okay then. If they can pay for it, that's guess that's fine. But we don't have $20,000, so
Exactly. Yeah. Watching all those stories, like my mom and sister recently started watching like this Disney weddings vacation. Or
Oh,
something
okay.
on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah.
I can't remember what the show's called, but these people get married at Disney World.
Yeah.
And they don't say how much they're spending, but I can only imagine they're spending upwards of 50 G's. Like they're having stormtroopers walk in, they're having a horse and carriage to bring the bride in. It's like,
Yeah, well, how can something like that not be so expensive? It has to be.
exactly. That is ridiculous. But I'm sure you guys' wedding was very charming and very still a magical moment for both of you.
No, I
No?
yes. I mean that
No, but yes.
Wait, let me finish. Yes, exactly. No, but yes. Yes, it was, because it was something that was just for us two, and because we were the only ones there, and it's like our own little memory. It was kind of stressful getting there because we drove to Vegas, but not on the main freeway. It took us to some alley, like back road places that literally, it's not even an exaggeration. You literally can be driving for an hour on the road that's only one way that way, one way this way, and there's no light, there's no car box, there's no nothing. So if you break down, it's over for you.
You're screwed.
Yeah, there's no phone signal, nothing. So you literally gotta be prepared, because if anything happens, it's all over. So that's how it is, and you'll definitely get murdered by somebody, Jason or something, like this, one of those places. So,
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So how many people were with you guys when you went up there?
Well,
Wait,
that's
can I
funny.
interject and ask a side question?
Sure.
I apologize.
What is?
But was that the motivation for the horror film?
No, that
That probably happened before you two met, huh?
no, the film that he's talking about. I made a fan film for a school that's about Michael Myers, and I did it. No, we knew each other. I did it that summer, a few months before the wedding. But Yeah.
Nice.
That's
That's pretty good. Good call. So, did your brothers go with you up there?
No, what happened was that her family was arranging a vacation to Palm Springs, and so we went, and then we were there and we were talking, and we were considering going to Vegas for a while already, and just having something small for us. And then we were thinking, well, we're like only a little bit closer to Vegas than we were than before we left. So I was like, might as well just go to Vegas now. And so we left, and we were gonna go kind of just go and come back, and we that's what we did. And we left, and we got married.
Hey.
So yeah.
It's Mazel Tov.
That's what happened.
That's good stuff. So a few years back, you posted this on Facebook.
Oh,
of
yes.
Your journey with AFib.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just wondering, like, how did that affect your career, and like, what are some ways that that may have changed your outlook on your life?
Well, how do I phrase this without seeming too bad? But getting AFib was just like another thing that happened in my life, because my life was since I was younger until not that long ago. I've experienced a lot of complications of various sorts, and at that point, getting AFib was was a serious problem. AFib's not something that's to be made light of,
Right.
But so many things have happened at that point that it was like, well, here's another problem, and for a long time, like walking from here to there or doing anything just took so much out of, it was too difficult. I was out of breath. It was really bad, and it put a lot of things on pause, and it was not good.
Of course. And you've overcome now. You overcame it, rather.
Yeah, I'd say so. The thing is that with AFib, there's a few different kinds. There's if you have an underlying condition, and then sometimes it happens with no cause, like there's no heart defect or such, And the kind I have is the one that has no underlying cause, which is, if you're gonna have that, at least that's the kind you like to have.
Of course.
Because it's more controllable.
Right.
And
right.
so, basically, I had to do a lot to put it in control. It's not as easy as it sounds like, but when I started kind of taking care of other aspects of my life and such, it improved. And then when I started dealing with it directly, it improved even more.
Right, right.
So that's like the most basic way I can put it.
Okay, that's good stuff. So like, what advice would you give the Jesse of 2016, 2017?
Oh, okay.
From back when you were in the thick of it with that condition.
It's not really too difficult what I would say to myself back then. It's just more of I wouldn't believe that, because I would say 2017 was the most difficult year I've ever experienced ever. And if I were to go and say, hey, you know what, it's like everything is gonna be, I guess fine, but not only just fine, but kind of like, if it's not fine yet, it's being worked towards that destination. Mm-hmm. If I were to go and say that, I would say, oh yeah, what do I know? Like that's not real, because all I ever knew was just disaster of some sort, really bad things. I would just say that, but I just wouldn't believe it, unfortunately, because that's all I've ever known,
Right. You have a short film called The Fighter, which I absolutely love.
Oh, thank you, yeah.
I loved every second of it. In particular, there's one scene, and we were talking about this a little bit off camera a little while ago. I just wanted to know, like, how did this scene come about?
Well, it's just this whole movie I had no plan. And that's, the reason because of that is that I just bought a camera at that time, and I had no experience of making films or anything of any sort. And so I said, you know what, let's just do some test shots and things of various kinds. And then as we filmed, I kind of started making a story up as we went along. that wasn't the original intention though. And so we kind of just filmed a bunch of random scenes, and I thought this was something that was funny. And then I kind of just, when I started crafting the story, kind of just inserted that into the film.
Okay. So the thing of other Jesse going out there and accidentally ripping his parking ticket, that was completely improv?
Well, yeah, it's because when we were filming, it was raining, and so it's like, you know, I had put that piece of paper there before, earlier in the day, and it started raining. We went outside, like, oh, it's all mushy. And I said, well, I guess we use that. And so it literally just kind of ripped apart when he got it, so, you know.
That is great.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but I thought it was good though.
I couldn't help but laugh and rewatch that scene a few times. Just watching him picking at the ticket, like, why is it not? He's like ripping off the windshield wiper.
We didn't plan a lot of this movie, but then a lot of things that it's like we didn't plan that part either, but it was funny, you know. Mm-hmm. And so I mean, I don't make movies like that where I don't plan anything anymore. You know, that was just like a test. We got a lot of random things like that.
What inspired like the storyline, particularly at the end of it? Because that story took a hard left.
I used some personal experiences to kind of make the story. Once I started figuring out what the story was, and it wasn't just like, you know, this comedy piece of various scenes. You know, it's the stories about somebody that's experiencing situation after situation, negative situations after another, and then basically puts them almost towards the edge, but then he reconsiders, and then that's kind of where things change. Well, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Let's do another Debbie Downer story, you know.
Like wah, wah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for a long time, I had a lot of difficult experiences with depression and such. Mm-hmm. And you know, it just got a lot out of control. Mm-hmm. And so I use experience with that to put into the film.
Are you cool with showing us a little bit of your craft today?
Oh, of course. Which kind? I can sing. I can play guitar. I can kind of juggle, not too much, you know. But that's you know.
How about all three?
I suppose. All right.
So it's as we're getting set up, let's do a couple little speed runs. I want to see you do a quick meme review on some music memes.
Okay.
That I have previously saved onto my iPad. So what we got here? This jazz meme. What do you think about this one?
Okay, I agree.
How would you rate this?
Let's see. I don't know, like a 7. Yeah.
Like a 7 out of what?
Oh, 10.
7 out of 10. Yeah. 7 out of 10 microphones. Okay.
Okay.
So what do we got here? This little Ibanez guitar names.
Yes. That was good. That's a 10. Yeah. I like the 69 as well. You know, of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
The 69 out of 10 guitars.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see what we got next. Oh, this is one of my personal favorite music memes I've seen as of late.
Okay.
A little thing taken from Road to El Dorado.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because this song, it's the first time I heard that song like a few days ago, mm-hmm. and it's like, well, not the first time, but the first time I heard it in a long time. Yeah. You know,
first time you like actively listened to it rather than hear it play in the roller rink.
Exactly. Yeah, it was just something I had played in the background, but I actually started listening to it the other day, and I was like, this song doesn't really have any sense, but you know. I don't know. It's fun.
Well, it's a Northern European language, like it's like a Norwegian or something.
Oh, really?
Like
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Robin Adele Anderson did a cover of it recently in a like a 20s jazz style. Mm. And she's known for doing like American pop song covers. Mm-hmm. But then she sings some the Numa Numa song.
Oh, okay.
And her accent was spot on.
Oh.
I just showed you that.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know about the Numa Numa guy.
No, we haven't seen that original video. I was just showing you the song.
Oh my god.
No,
yeah,
I know.
It's like how
So
we
we
get
get-
on the internet.
We get to show him for the first time the Numa Numa video.
Yeah.
That never happened.
It's like someone
That's-
doesn't know
can
that.
you put it up there?
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
Let's get your reaction to it.
This guy makes the song.
If you should be the official music video.
Why spend so much on a budget when this is perfect? You know, it's like, you know.
Jesse.
You know, I've never seen this, but this is one of those things that I know it's a YouTube classic YouTube. You know,
From the golden era.
yes. That I'm more fulfilled now because I have watched this.
Solid.
Your life is now complete.
Yes.
I'm glad I made that.
That was pretty good. High tier meme. I think let's get your opinion on a couple others. How would you rate this one?
Okay.
Anime girls of the Foo Fighters.
I say a 9. Yeah, 9. Yeah.
9 foos out of 10.
Yeah.
So 9 out of 10 foos. This is one of my personal favorites. Black Sabbath.
Okay, this is a 10. Yeah.
So 10 out of 10 bat heads.
That's a 10.
Yes, because it's funny because I know that some people would have confused something like this for being something wholesome, if you would say, you know. So
Exactly. That is good stuff. Ah, yes. Smash Mouth when they see a mouth.
okay. Yeah, I'd say 7. Yeah.
7 out of 10 Shreks.
Yeah. 7 out of those, yeah.
Oh, that's one of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, probably another 7. Yeah.
9 out of 7 pumpkins.
Yeah.
All right. Pumpkin patch is almost full.
Yeah.
And this one of the killers.
I like these dog ones. You know, I love them a lot.
Dog is the best.
Yeah.
Dog was the meme of the decade.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. An 8. Yeah.
So 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 murders.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
That's
yep.
it. Okay.
Okay. So so let's go ahead and get you set up for your little exhibition then.
Okay.
And while we set up, I'll ask you a couple more speedrun questions.
All right.
Alright, so before we go into your music, let's ask you some quick speedrun questions. It's your most hated music. Go.
Oh, okay. It's 2 kinds. It's the bad kind, but the bad kind of specifically on the extreme spectrum of rock or heavy metal, and the rap, like mumble rap. You know, it's like there's rap, you know, that's very good, and then there's rap that I don't even know what's going on or what they're saying, and it has no melody. It's just very flat. Doesn't have any kind of anything.
Like calling out all the SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
Some of them actually have pretty decent production.
Well, yeah.
At Triple X Station. Oh, shots fired! Like, he's actually pretty good.
Literal shots fired too. Man. I'm sorry, that was
Too soon.
bad. Was it really too soon?
F. Press F to pay respects.
I'm sorry, that was bad.
But then it's like, okay, but then you have music that it's like it's so loud. They're playing so loud, decibels so loud, and they're like yelling, and I don't. It's like it's so loud I can't distinguish what chords are playing. It's just noise.
I can think of like 6 different.
Yeah, and I don't like that. It just it's just noise. It's really loud.
Of course.
You know, so that's kind of a broad description.
Mm-hmm. Well, black metal can be pretty good. It's more like
Maybe grindcore.
Possibly, yeah.
Blood on the dance floor.
That's crunkcore.
Okay, next one. Song you can't stand.
Probably What Does a Fox Say? That one's pretty. Yeah, that one's pretty repulsive. You know. Respectfully, of course.
No, it was definitely overplayed. Most beloved music.
You know, I like a lot of different kinds, but my favorite kinds are more in the older categories. You know, like I was saying before, I like Johnny Cash, and I like, you know, vintage things, Elvis, the Beatles, Queen and such. You know, but I would say a lot of the music that I consider my favorites are either from the 60s or the 70s going into the 80s. You know, because my favorite artist is Bruce Springsteen, and he started in the 70s, and he had his like peak or whatever in the 80s.
Nice.
So I'd say vintage, you know, vintage rock.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with that. Favorite song? Probably related to the previous one.
Yeah, favorite song. You know, usually people say they don't have a favorite song, and that's a perfectly acceptable answer because there's a lot of music that it's like you feel more attached to at one time, and then you feel more attached to another time.
Exactly.
And then so it kind of varies, and I know how that is, you know. But for me, I have a rare situation where I actually do have a favorite song, I guess. You know, and it's "Born to Run" by Bruce Springsteen on the album "Born to Run" from 1975.
Excellent album.
You know, and I don't know. I think it's a very great song. Yeah.
It's always good stuff. Coming from that era. And then final speedrun question. If you were stranded on an island with only one album to listen to, what album would it be?
That's a little bit more difficult question because it's, you know, it's like my ideal album would be different songs from different people. Like you have, I'll get my top 3 Bruce Springsteen songs, you know, Johnny Cash or the Beatles or Queen and stuff, and kind of make a, you know, best of album, if that makes sense.
Right.
But I guess that's not the question. The question will be what album. It's hard to say. I maybe Born to Run, I guess. I don't know. You know, it's just an album I like a lot, you know. So
it's all good stuff.
Yeah.
I think that wraps up our speedrun question. Let's hear a little excerpt of what you have to play for us.
Right.
So what are you going to be playing for us?
I guess I'll play a song called Only You, which I wrote a long time ago, and I'm only barely going to release it soon. So it's been many years. Okay. Only you can take my heart away. Only you can make it here to stay. 'Cause every day and night you are always on my mind. So let it be only you. Na 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 na, only you. That's a small part of the chorus, you know.
Hey, that's good stuff.
I like it.
No, I've played that song with you too many times to count already.
Yeah.
And it's a good one.
Yeah, I like it, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm biased, I suppose.
Of course, it's your own song.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase "familiarity breeds contempt."
Yeah.
So do you ever find yourself like hating any of the songs you've played because you've played them too many times?
No, not. You know, the thing is, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit different, I suppose. But most people, they hear a song and play over and over and over again, you know, and it's like I can understand how that makes sense. But to me, it's like, I don't know. The songs that I make, I imagine it to be like, okay, when I write a song, it's like I want this song to be inspired like something that Paul McCartney might write. And so it's like, what if I write something that is kind of like if you were to make it? So when I make this song, yes, it's me. I'm the one that made it. But it's kind of like if I were to be a listener, you know, like a fan. And so, you know, I guess kind of like how I see it, like if you were to make it. And so when I play, it's like, yeah, they're my songs. But it's like, I'm writing it like if I were a fan. So it's like when I play it or listen to it, it's like I like it because it's the kind of style that I listen to, or like if that makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah, So it's like I know some people make, records, and it's like it's not really their particular style, or it gets changed a lot, and that might be unfortunate, But at least I've made songs that, if I were a fan, putting it on Spotify or something, that's the kind of stuff I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess with me, naturally, just I don't know. I like it. I don't really get tired of it too much. What I do get tired of is trying to do recording and trying to make edits or mixing or something, and it just doesn't sound how I want it to sound.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I do feel like, well, you gotta compromise. Like it's not gonna sound how I'm thinking it's gonna be, so it's gonna just be like that.
Of course.
So
And just truly taking ownership over it.
Yeah. But you reach a point where it's like there's nothing more you can do, and as long as you get mostly there, like if you get 80% there or whatever, it's like that's the best you can do. So I guess that's fine.
Oh, that's good stuff. And one final question before we go.
Okay.
Who is your favorite Star Wars character, and why is it Jar Jar Binks?
Okay. Jar Jar Binks, okay, is not the bumbling idiot that you may think he is. He is a ruthless and cunning Sith Lord. Okay. So, okay, I love Palpatine, but the reality is that the person controlling everything is Jar Jar, because he's there at all the important scenes and he's listening to everything that's going on, and then when you're not paying attention, he turns around and talks to Palpatine and talks to all the villains and all the people that, Separatists and then the Empire and such, okay, to tell him what's going on, okay? So that's the real reality. He's not just some guy there. No, he placed himself there on purpose. So
He's the one pulling all the strings.
yes, exactly, yeah.
It's like that robot chicken.
Yes.
Sequence.
Yes.
Yes.
You some manipulated me, Palpy. Thanks, bye-bye.
Exactly, yes. These are the Sith Lord? Yes.
That's good stuff. All right. Thank you so much for letting us in your studio, Jesse.
Oh, no, thanks.
It's been real.
Thanks for having, me having the opportunity to be interviewed and be on the show and talk and play and such, and I enjoyed that a lot.
That's good
Thanks.
stuff. All right, then we'll see you around, dude.
All right, see you later.
And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. We'll see you around. Hey, nice. Hi friends, thanks for watching this interview with my friend Jesse. It was nice to finally finish this video after sitting on it for like almost 11 months. Like just look at this difference in how long my hair is since we recorded. That was before all the COVID madness and everything, which was almost a year ago now. Wow. Anyways, Jesse's a really cool dude, and he's always looking for new artists to come perform at his studio. So if you're interested in going to record some music with him or performing for some events, feel free to go hit him up. Do you know anyone who would like to be part of my interviews or like to collaborate with me? Please drop their name down in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do to contact them for a future video. And also, huge thanks to my homie Greg, who came on such short notice to help me record this interview. Greg just dropped a new album called Not Another Cyberpunk Album, and I'll put a little screenshot of it right here. And I'll also link it down in the video description so y'all can go listen to it. It's a fantastic album, and if you guys have been listening closely to any of my other videos, you might pick up some of the rough drafts in my soundtracks that are actually his music that were in his new album. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content, or don't like and subscribe. I'm not your mom. Who wants to watch two nerds commentate on Jar Jar Binks and Bruce Springsteen for another half hour anyway? That actually sounds kind of fun. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. I got that all in one take. Nice. Nice.
Nice.